This is Ron Kelleher with the Inspired Leadership Podcast, episode number 551. Today's episode is entitled 5 Biblical Heroes Who Overcame Fear to Become Great Leaders.
Hello, and welcome to Inspired Leadership, the podcast for Christian leaders in the marketplace who want to be the best leaders they can be. And now your host, Ron Kelleher.
In today's complex world, business and ministry leaders often navigate uncharted territories. Take a company on the brink of a massive digital transformation. Leaders know the steps necessary for change, but fear of failure or backlash might hold them back. We can look to the Bible to find guidance on how they overcame fear. From Moses to Peter, many biblical figures faced significant fear, yet they stepped up to fulfill their God-given roles. Let's look first at Moses. Moses expressed fear and doubt about his ability to lead the Israelites out of Egypt. However, with God's reassurance and the provision of Aaron as a spokesperson, Moses overcame fear and accepted his mission. This story teaches modern leaders that if they're tasked with a mission, they can trust that they'll have the necessary tools. Then there's Jonah. Jonah's story shows us that trying to run from fear isn't viable. When tasked with delivering a difficult message to Nineveh, Jonah ran away, only to find himself in an even more difficult situation, trapped in a whale's belly. Leaders must face challenges head-on. Avoiding difficult decisions can lead to even worse outcomes. Next up is Gideon. Despite his humble status, Gideon overcame fear and doubt to save Israel from the Midianites. His story teaches us that overcoming fear is possible when we seek and recognize God's assurance. Then there's Ananias. Ananias had to overcome fear to visit Saul, known for persecuting Jesus' disciples. Despite this, he obeyed God's command, healed Saul, and played a crucial role in the transformation of Saul to Paul. This story proves that faith can be a powerful tool to overcome fear in leadership. And finally, Peter. Peter's fear led him to deny Jesus, but this event became a turning point in his life. Instead of letting his failure define him, Peter overcame his fear, leading to personal growth and a stronger faith. In the same way, modern leaders should not let fear of failure hold them back, but should use it as an opportunity for personal and professional growth. So in conclusion, the Bible offers timeless wisdom for leaders looking to overcome fear. Courage and obedience are essential to effective leadership. Remember, fear is a natural reaction to daunting tasks. However, like Moses, Jonah, Gideon, Ananias, and Peter, who overcame their fears to make significant impacts, you and I can also make a lasting difference when we face our fears and move forward with faith and courage. Well, that's it for this week. And as always, questions and comments are welcome. Has there been a time in your life as a leader when your faith made it possible for you to overcome your fear? I'd love it if you'd come over to the website at ronkelleher.com/episode 551 and leave me a question or a comment. And as always, before we go, I'd like to ask you to do me a quick favor, and that is to hop on over to whatever podcast service you're listening to this on. Leave a ranking for the show and a comment if you wish. It does help us get the show into the hands of more and more people. So I thank you in advance for that and pray that God would help us all to be the powerful and the inspired leaders He intends us to be. That's it for this episode of Inspired Leadership. You'll find a complete transcript of this episode on my website at www.ronkelleher.com. My prayer now is that you'll go out and be the powerful, inspired leader that God intends us to be.
Thanks for listening to the Inspired Leadership Podcast at www.ronkelleher.com.